This is the last year that I'm going to have a preschooler in my homeschool. I think that is incredibly hard to believe that all 5 of my kids are now basically like at school age, which is just crazy. Because I remember when I had Eric and David was just 8 years old. I mean, they were all just like so little. 5 kids all in a row, stair steps. They were newborn 2, 4, 6, and 8. It was great. Those were crazy times. And so, yeah, now my youngest one is in preschool this year. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to have more videos coming for you later on. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Go ahead and click that button down below so that you will get notifications whenever I post a new video. But for right now, I'm going to be participating in the preschool tag that was started by my friend Lindsay at Mama Shmoo's Home. I can't say it. That was started by my friend Lindsay at Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. She changed her channel name. So now she's all about homeschool and, you know, motherhood and things like that. So if you haven't subscribed to her channel, please go ahead and do that right now. And also there are several other moms who are going to be participating in this, and it is a tag. So at the end of the video, I will be tagging someone. So the other moms that are participating are Abby at Full-Time Life Wife, Rachel at Day to Day Joys, Shalise at Sodbuster Living, and Heidi at Boy Boss Mama. And like I said, I'm going to be tagging some people, so stay tuned for that at the end of the video. The first question is, what is your preschooler's favorite picture book? So on this shelf right here are kind of some of his absolute favorite ones. So I know for sure, I'm just going to take it off the shelf, Otis is one of his all-time favorite picture books. I actually really love this book too. This is a really, really sweet story. If you've never seen this book before, go ahead and check it out of your library. We love Otis. It's such a sweet story. And then another one of his favorite books, it's just a board book, is this animal alphabet book. And he does now know his alphabet and his phonics and all of that, but he still really loves this book because it is a slidey book. Slidey. It slides. I don't know what it's called. But obviously you can see it is very well loved. He's read this lots of times, but it's really cute. It gives you the letter and then the animal, and it says C is for camel. And so he really likes this book a lot. So those would definitely be 2 of his favorite books. He reads them in his bed probably every single night. Question number 2 is, how do you teach them ABCs, colors, shapes, things like that? And I think my number 1 tip for any homeschool mom who is just starting out is, at a very young age, when your child is still a baby, start pointing out those kind of things. Start pointing out colors, start pointing out shapes and animals and even letters at a very young age. Our Eric, who is now 4, when he was 2 years old, he knew all of his letters already. And that was just because we would just like point them out to him, or his older siblings would. And another thing that was really, really good for him was the Leapfrog movies, those phonic movies. He loved those when he was about 2 to 3 years old, and he watched them all the time. And that's basically how he learned his phonics. And yeah, I would highly recommend those. We also really love the, what's it called? I'm totally blanking. Hold on a second. Alpha Blocks. I remembered. It's called Alpha Blocks, and we have been watching Alpha Blocks on YouTube now for probably like a year to a year and a half. Alpha Blocks is really, really good. It starts with very simple phonics, and then it works all the way up to like blends and words and sight words and things like that. So check it out. It's just free on YouTube, and I'll just put it on for him, especially if I'm trying to do homeschool with the older kids. I'll just put on Alpha Blocks, and he will watch that. Question number 3 is, do you use a curriculum for your preschooler? Now, in the past, I have never used a curriculum before. I have just kind of gotten workbooks from the Dollar Tree and done them with the kid. We did send our oldest son to a preschool, but in all honesty, it was kind of kindergarten level. It was not a preschool. It was advanced for pre-K. And so I don't really count that as his preschool year. I feel like he kind of just did kindergarten twice. But we've never really used any type of like formal preschool curriculum. However, this year I am trying out the Good and the Beautiful preschool program. It is super simple, super easy, and I did a video about it, so I will link to it up above for you so that you can go ahead and check it out. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this year. But I just found out this past week that he actually pretty much knows all of his phonics, and he started spelling little like short words. So my husband and I were talking literally just today about possibly just starting him with kindergarten once we finish that little bit of Good and the Beautiful pre-K program, just starting him in kindergarten. So we may do that partway through the year. We'll have to see how it goes. Number 4 is, what are your favorite websites to teach pre-K? Like I've already mentioned, the Alpha Blocks on YouTube is really, really good. The thing that we love the most, that we use the most often with all of our kids, is ABC Mouse. ABC Mouse, especially if you find like that good deal, they have like a homeschool deal every once in a while, it is a really, really good price. And you can get it for your whole entire family and just have it on the computer or have it on a tablet or a phone or whatever you use. And they can use ABC Mouse wherever they go. So we love ABC Mouse. And then for math, we use CTC Math, but I don't know if that starts at preschool or not. I don't know about that. I should have checked that before I made this video, but we use CTC Math Online for math, and that's been really good too. Question number 5 is, do you take your preschooler to any community activities on a weekly basis? And I would say that in the past, well, if I'm going all the way back to when my oldest kids were in preschool, we totally did. We went to the library programs and we did things like that. But then as we added more and more kids to the family, it was just harder to get out of the house and do that kind of stuff. So I feel like my 3rd, 4th, and 5th children all have, kind of paid the price for that because they haven't been able to do those types of things. But that is going to change this year. We are already making plans to attend different groups, library story times, library activities, activities at the museum, book club with friends, and things like that. So this year is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a really, really good year. We are really looking forward to it. So this year, yeah, we will definitely be doing more things with our preschooler. Number 6 is, how long do you teach your preschooler every day? And I would say it is just a very short amount of time. A preschooler, it doesn't have the attention span and really honestly doesn't need that much instruction. So I would say anywhere from maybe even on the low end to a half hour to an hour and a half a day would be the most. And you could add in obviously like reading time or anything that you do out of the house or things like that. But I don't think a preschooler needs a lot. You can provide them lots of like learning toys like blocks and trains, and there's all kinds of things like puzzles. Our son loves puzzles. Our 4-year-old, that is like his favorite thing ever. So if you provide them with lots of puzzles and things like that, I mean, even though they're playing, which they should be doing because they're little, they're learning things too. So I think that's kind of the best way to do it. Do some little bits of, very formal instruction, and then from there, just let them play a lot. Number 7 is, what are their favorite educational shows to watch? And I've already touched on this. We love Leapfrog. That is a really, really good one on Netflix. And obviously we also like the, why did I already forget what it's called? Alpha Blocks. We really like Alpha Blocks too. That's a really good one. It's free. It's just on YouTube, so anybody can watch it. Our 4-year-old also really enjoys the Magic School Bus, both like the old version and the new one. He watches that. He likes Wildcrats. Man, I can't think of anything today. He likes watching Wildcrats. It's another one that he really enjoys. And there's just a few other like music ones that have songs for preschoolers that he really likes, either on Netflix or on YouTube. I'll find those for him, and he likes to listen to the songs. So that's just a few things that he enjoys. Number 8 is, how do you occupy your little one while you are homeschooling your older kids? Now, this has been a struggle over the past few years because Eric, our 4-year-old, is just very, well, let me say, he used to be a very needy child. When he was infant through probably age 4 to 4.5, he was just a very needy child who always wanted to be with me, always wanted to be sitting on my lap, doing things with me, being involved, being held when he was a baby. And so it was very hard to do anything that would just kind of like distract him and keep him busy. But about halfway through the school year, this past school year, he became a little bit more independent. He had a preschool box that he would use, and he would do like those paint with water pages, and he would write his letters, and he would do connect the dots with different numbers, like I think it went 1 to 20, and a lot of other workbooks like that I got from the Dollar Tree. And so those are the types of things that I would give to him to keep him busy, or I would just let him watch Alpha Blocks or Magic School Bus or things like that were just more like educational. And some of them were very educational, but some were like just shows I would find on Netflix or YouTube that I would let him watch for a little bit, just so that I could focus with my other children. I have 5 children, and the older children are ages 7, 8, almost 9, 10, almost 11, and 12. And so obviously my 10, 11, 12-year-old, that age range, like they need a lot more time, number one, to do their schoolwork, but they also need a lot more help. And then for my, younger elementary kids, I mean, they really needed me to basically teach everything that they were learning. And so I was feeling very stretched over the last couple of years trying to figure out how to find ways to keep my 4-year-old occupied. But he's getting a lot better now. He's a lot more independent, and he's happy to just kind of do his own thing. So I think this year, now that we're going to be a little bit more structured and have a lot more plans for him, I think the year will go really, really well. And the last question is, what is your favorite educational toy to use for teaching? And one thing that we have used in our homeschool for a long time, and I'm going to completely blank on the name. I should have brought it up here with me. It is a little box that opens up, And inside are all these little magnets of different letters. And you can just, or the child can just stick the letters and make words. And besides just the little letter pieces, there are also little pictures that have, or little squares that have a picture with the word of what it is underneath. And so they can kind of stick it on the board and then find the letters that match and match it up on the board. And so we really like that. I'll go ahead and insert a picture of it right here because I'm blanking on what it's called. We've had it for so many years, but we really, really like that. Another thing that we really like are the Cuisinart rods, which we use for math, but also my younger son, he just likes playing with them. They're just kind of fun to like make patterns or do things with, and he really likes those. And the last thing that we use are logic games. I recently purchased a bunch of them, and for whatever reason, my 4-year-old absolutely loves the logic games. So I will have all of those linked for you down in the description box. They will be in my Amazon store where I have basically all of my favorite homeschool things. They're all kind of in one place for you to go ahead and check out. Before I tag anyone, I wanted to let you know that Lindsay from Mama Schmooze Homeschool Reviews is doing another video in this series, and it is basically resources and ideas for homeschoolers. And it is a collab with basically the same people. So make sure that you have subscribed to all of the channels, especially Lindsay who started this, and then everyone else. I will have them linked to in the description box down below so that you can go ahead and check out their channels. All of them are homeschooling moms who have a preschool child or more than one, depending on the family. So definitely make sure that you go ahead and check all of those out. And let me go ahead and tag a few people. First, I want to tag my friend Tanya at Project Happy Home. Now, if you didn't see in one of my recent videos, Tanya actually moved to live near me. That sounded really weird. She moved to my area. And so we are actually planning on doing some preschool things together with our youngest children in this coming school year. So definitely check out Tanya's channel. Subscribe to it if you are not already. Second, I want to tag Deanna at Taming the Frizz. I love Deanna's channel. She's just such a genuine, wonderful mom. I just have so much respect for her. So I'm going to tag her to do this tag. I'm going to tag her to do this as well. And then last, I'm going to tag Ariana. Now, she has a family vlogging channel called It's Us, but she also has her own channel called just Ariana. And she's a homeschooling mom of 2 sweet little girls, and she's pregnant with her 3rd. And so I want to tag her to participate in this as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and all the other channels that are participating in this collab/tag. And if I didn't tag you and you would like to participate, please just go ahead and do this tag and just link back to my channel and to Lindsay's channel. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Started by my friend Lindsay at Mama Schmooze Home. I can't say it. I just wanted to let you know ideas and resources for preschool. Oh, darn it, I forgot what it's called. Resources and ideas for preschoolers. So make sure. Hey, I'm doing the video. What are you doing? I should have looked at these ahead of time. Shoot.